Hundreds of pink slips are going out today to employees of the Sacramento City Unified School District. Thank you for joining us. I'm Alex Bell. And this comes as school board members juggle ways to solve a projected deficit next school year of some $200 million. ABC 10's Becca Habegger has been following the district's ongoing budget woes and joins us now in studio with the latest. Becca.
Yeah, Alex, last month we reported the Sac City Unified School Board voted to close more than 400 positions for the coming school year. At yesterday's board meeting, they voted on about 400 more, bringing the total number of positions that could be eliminated to about 800. Now, that does not mean all of those will result in layoffs, but it does mean hundreds of employees are worried tonight.
We are really out of time in terms of having options to have a better plan.
At Thursday night's meeting of the Sacramento City Unified School District Board of Trustees, members received the latest update on the current year's budget and projections for next year.
Tonight, we will share where our fiscal picture is currently.
Earlier in 2026, the district was facing insolvency and a possible state takeover. District leaders say they've managed to avoid that and anticipate ending the fiscal year in June with $13 million cash on hand.
I do see some light, though, so let me say that. I see some light.
Next school year, however, is a different story, with an anticipated budget deficit in the ballpark of $200 million.
It's really heartbreaking to say we've got to consider restructuring, which means a lot more people need layoff notices so that we have flexibility.
Last month, the board voted to close more than 400 positions for this coming school year, about a quarter of which are currently vacant. At this week's meeting, board members voted to close some 400 more, including practically everybody at the district office, the Cerna Center, kicking off a restructuring plan there.
It's really scary for me to say we're going to pink slip every single person in the Cerna Center, although I understand what we are striving to work towards. I'm still not sure what recommendations to put forth right now, though.
By law, the district has until March 15th each year to give employees a preliminary notice that they could be laid off. Then they have about 2 months until May 15th to decide and issue final layoff notices. Until then, the board and district staff will explore options to avoid as many layoffs as possible, including furloughs and temporary pay cuts.
We just kind of wanted to give you a menu of what those items would look like.
Employees weighed in.
I know personally I would rather take a pay cut or take furlough days than to lose my job. And I would bet that the majority of the people in this room would say the same thing. So,
while final decisions aren't yet made, district leaders emphasize that even the best case scenario will still be painful to avoid insolvency next year.
And get this district to a point where we can actually restructure and reassess our needs so that we can actually build a district that runs beyond just a multi-year projection every 3 years. So we keep having these conversations.
Jobs up for elimination run the gamut, from teachers and health aides to security officers and food service employees. Keep in mind, the numbers we've seen so far don't factor in things like retirements or resignations. The school board is set to meet again on March 19th to continue this difficult conversation and these tough decisions. Alex?
All right, Becca, thank you for that update.